beautiful soul. My name is Mara, and I welcome you to this pick a card reading. So, today we are looking at what is changing over the next 3 months from the time that you are receiving this reading. So, we are going to look over what is the overall theme of the change or changes, the steps that you can take towards this change, some advice from your spirit team, what you will be asked to let go of, as well as what you will be gaining in the process of these changes. Okay, so I've got three different piles, lots of questions here. So I've got lots of oracle to dive into. And of course, I will be clarifying with some tarot. So I've got three different crystals for the piles for you to choose from. And while I hold those up to the camera, I will be playing a sound for those that would like to choose their pile clairaudiently. So starting off with pile number one. Okay, pile number two. And lastly, pile number three. All right. If you need more time, you can pause the video or you can go down to the description box and hit the reading selection timestamp. If you are interested in any of these oracle decks and purchasing them, I will have a link to all of the decks that I'm using today in this video. I'll also have a link to my Amazon list, and it has all of the decks that I use in my personal practice and on this channel as well. So yeah, we are going to begin with pile number one, but pile number two and three will also be linked in the description as well, so you can find your reading there, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, group number one. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into all of the changes that are going to happen to you throughout the next 3 months. Okay, so starting off, we are going to take a look at the overall theme of the change or the changes that will be taking place again in the next 3 months from the time that you receive this reading. So you can go ahead and mark your calendar for the deadline for these changes if you would like. Okay. So, first up, we've got Bluebird Spirit Happiness and Fire Spirit Energy. Okay, this feels very charged, very energetic, very fast paced, but purposeful. It's not rushing. It's allowing the universe and yourself to be in sync with the timing of things. So I feel like if you're waiting on something, there's definitely going to be some action for you to take. There's definitely going to be some news. There's going to be some kind of little bird chirping your way to bring you some kind of message. It does seem like these changes are revolved around your happiness and your individuality, reclaiming your power, feeling energized. If you have been feeling very lackluster, very, um, like you're not feeding back into yourself, you're just giving, 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 then that's definitely a change that's going to be taking place over the next 90 days. So, definitely expect much more happiness, but know that it's going to be a result of you taking action towards that happiness. And from there, you're really going to start to see your own power flourish, your ability to really control the situation without it being purely from a place of self will. It's going to be from a place of synchronicity, a place of divine timing and understanding and going with the flow of your life. So, actually, both of these cards do talk about um, comparison to other people or disruptions in relationships. So, if that's something that you are struggling with as well, know that that will be resolved as a result of you leaning into your own happiness, potentially setting clear boundaries, and just stepping into your power overall. All right, so let's take a look now at what steps and action can you take towards these changes. Clean it up. Very, very obvious answer. Okay, we love that. So this is just saying to remove anything that's no longer serving you. Take the time to really recognize what that even is, because sometimes, we want something for so long and then we get it and we grow accustomed to it. And of course, we are expanding beings. We are always changing, always evolving, and so it's natural for some things that once really did serve us to no longer serve us. But sometimes we get stuck saying, I wanted this for so long, so I should want it for longer, or it should still be serving me. It was supposed to be a permanent thing. And it's okay if something is no longer serving you, if you've outgrown somebody, a place of residence, a place of work. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It means that you're attracting something better for yourself. It means that you are nearing something that is going to align with you a lot more thoroughly than whatever is currently going on for you. So just know that if things aren't working out, it's time to rearrange. It's time to clean it up, to take the proverbial broom and just sweep it across your life, as I almost knocked my coffee over. So don't be too crazy with cleaning things up. You don't want to cause destruction, but allow for some thorough examination on what it is that's actually working for you and how it's serving you, and if you really want it in your life, because it is totally okay for you to change your mind. All right, so now let's take a look at some advice from your spirit team. Pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. Okay? Yeah, so don't rush anything. There's this common theme that I'm seeing of really making big leaps, big tremendous changes, flying towards the things that you want, having the elements on your side to really create change. Fire is very it can be very destructive, it can be very supportive. Um, and having all of that bigness, but paying attention to the subtleties so that you don't smother something, so that you don't rush through something or use purely self will to get something done. So make sure that you are paying attention and being very mindful in the process of this next 90 days so that you don't end up feeling like you've ruined something or you could have done something better. Obviously it's okay if you feel those ways. um I do believe that, nothing really happens for no reason, that there's typically a reason to why we choose to do something, and you can always learn to do something a little bit more smoother or better. But your guides are basically just saying, pay attention. We're sending signs. We are supporting you in the process of making these changes and really attracting the things that you want and cleaning up your life. So just pay attention as best you can. And also, it may be helpful for you to set some clear intentions when it comes to the signs and the synchronicities that you do want to see. Obviously, spirit guides, they do their own thing sometimes, but it can be helpful to say, I want to see a feather when I am in confirmation, when there is when I'm on the right path. I want to see a butterfly when I'm supposed to take a leap of faith. I want to see a coin in my path when I am doing the right thing and attracting money. I want to see a beetle in my path when it's a clear no, like don't move forward. So just picking and choosing little signs and just making sure you can even write it down, write a letter, put it on your altar if you're a witch, and like do all of these things to make sure that your guides know exactly what it is that you want and need in terms of these signs so that there's no chance for confusion. There's no need for anxiety of like, did this mean this? What about this? And so on and so forth. You know what? I'm actually feeling called to take a look at some tarot at this point before we move into the rest of the reading. I just want to see if we can get clarity on what exactly these changes are. Okay. Most likely financial or yeah, okay. It's most likely going to be financial or some kind of situation that's bringing you into a better standing. It could be where you live, it could be the people that surround you, but and it could also be your health, your physical health, whatever it's manifesting for you as. Definitely know that by the end of these 90 days, you will be feeling much better. The only thing here is that I'm seeing is that you are going to need to really rely on your intuition and your emotional guidance system, and you do really need to slow down. The Knight of Pentacles reversed, he's rushed, he's not thinking clearly, he's moving, it's like a bull in a china shop. And so if you purely again rely on your self-will to get through the next 3 months, then you will be missing out and kind of robbing yourself of the experience of truly learning through these changes and grasping all of the lessons that the universe is providing for you at this time. Excuse me. So just make sure that you are slowing down, you're checking in with yourself, you're not rushing the process of elimination, you're not rushing the process of claiming your power. If you step too far outside of your comfort zone, it's not a bad thing, but it does run the risk of having you kind of like sucking back in and being like, well, that was way too much. I can't do that. So just do little steps at a time. Follow your guidance system, your emotional guidance system. Listen to your intuition, listen to what it is that's going on inside of you so that you can make the wisest choices for you. Because the Nine of Pentacles is such a wonderful place to end up at. It's such a beautiful energy, and it's somebody that doesn't worry about things. There's no real anxiety. You have more than enough. So if there are really a lot of financial burdens in your way right now, know that these are changing for you. Don't rush them, but they're definitely changing. Um, especially with the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, the next 3 months is an opportunity for you to really nurture and heal your relationship with finances, with your body, with the material world around you. Okay. So, okay, having checked in with that, let's move on to the rest of your reading. We are going to take a look at what you will be asked to let go of. Now, you don't have to let go of this thing, but it will be an important or obvious thing that may provide or may come across as a roadblock if you really resist letting it go. All right, so we have the Well Watcher, wisdom, power of the divine. Okay, so upright, this card is all about following the divine timing of things, following your intuition, listening to your spirit guides, paying attention. When it is reversed or in the negative position, which is what I'm reading it as something that you need to let go of, it is literally forcing things, moving at your timing because you need things to work out exactly how you need them to, when you need them to, and so on. So there is this common theme through everything that I've been speaking of your self-will and needing things to be done in your timing. But if you do slow down, if you stop rushing the process of all of this, and I do feel like this reading is coming to you as a bit of a, this is what you've got going on, you have the ability to slow down. So it's not like you have to worry about, well, am I going to be able to slow down? It's coming to you because it is possible. These cards wouldn't show up for you unless the universe knew that you were capable of making these changes. So if you are able to slow down, reassess, pay attention, live your life from a more mindful space and find your happiness, because if you're rushing through things, then you're missing out on all of the instinctual moments in your life, like things that naturally open up for you to experience. You do have a little horse in the back here, so being very steady, reliable, trustworthy. Horses are super intelligent. I just feel like there is a lot available to you, but you're going to have to work to notice these things, because I do feel like you've been not I don't think that you've been rushing through your whole life, but I do feel that when it comes to whatever these changes are, it's something that you really want to happen quickly, and that's totally valid. But know that if you do rush these things, you'll create more obstacles for yourself, and you may end up slowing down the process a lot more than it really needs to be slowed down to. All right. So let's end your reading on a very positive note. We are going to take a look at what you will be gaining through these changes. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. I love this so much. So the Seven of Pentacles does speak about nurturing a plant through the season. So sometimes a plant is in its dormant stage. Sometimes, during the winter, usually it's not thriving. It usually stops growing, it conserves its energy, and there's not a whole lot you can do besides just tend to it in a very gentle and consistent way. And then during the summer, it peaks up, it needs more water, it needs more energy. There's more for it to that it needs. And so understanding your personal season cycle, whatever you've got going on internally, understanding how that relates to the seasonal cycle that you live in. If you live in the US, right now at least we're in winter, but this is a timeless reading. So if you're not seeing this in winter, then that's totally fine. But it's just about recognizing what you need to do when you need to do it. So really learning the process of your life, understanding your creative process and the things that work for you. So again, there is this message of not comparing yourself to other people, because what has worked for them in reclaiming their power and happiness will not necessarily work for you. It doesn't mean that nothing will work for you that they have to say, but it's just not about doing exactly what they want and having it all just work out and laid out in front of you. Okay. The Queen of Wands is somebody that is at a peak moment of manifestation, a peak moment of attraction. They are able to use their attractive abilities, their magnetic abilities, to really pull in the things that they want, because they are practiced, because they have really taken the time to understand action and how it really needs to be dealt out and when it needs to be dealt out. So what you are gaining is a really beautiful ability to tune into your emotional guidance system, tune into your own process, listen to the things that really work for you, and remove the things that don't, so that you can really attract the things that you want. Okay. So the next 3 months for you are going to be pretty big. I do feel that some of it will be a little bit more subtle than you may want, but that is proving a service. It is doing something for you. You aren't meant to be going, going, going all the time. It's okay to slow down and take your time, because remember, not every plant is going to be and not every manifestation or thing that you want or desire is going to be in the peak growth period. So allow things to be in that kind of slowed down space, that winter period, so that you can really reap the most of it when autumn comes and you get to harvest. Okay. So overall, the next 3 months, they are beautiful. I do see a lot of big changes for you, a lot of happiness, reclaiming your power, feeling more in charge, really harvesting the things that you want to see in your life as the time is right. You're not rushing things. There's this energy of really letting things flow, especially with the Knight of Cups here, just allowing things to really unwind as they should. And not having to force things is such a relaxing state of being to exist in. And once you get in the flow of that, you will not want to leave that space. So pay attention, allow your guides to serve you as they want to, because they do. And pick up on those little signs and synchronicities so that you are really able to reap the most benefits out of the next 90 days. All right. So if you found this reading helpful and insightful and you like the way that I read tarot and oracle, then please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick a card reading, and I'm also over on TikTok. I do live readings every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. All right. Also, I am going to be doing some tarot lessons. I'm not positive on when, but if that is something that you are interested in, I am going to be setting that up and getting a clear image and outline of everything that I want to teach. And I will be doing that here on my YouTube. I'll be doing it most likely on Sunday mornings or Saturday mornings, probably on a weekend. Over live, and that way I can just upload the video afterwards and have it for everybody to have access to, for the people that can't make it during the live. But if that's something that you're interested in, then please comment, let me know, and just so I can have an idea of how many people will be attending. So yeah, I love you all. I wish you all the best over the next 30 days, and I think that amazing things are going to happen to you. Blessed be. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive in to everything we can find out about the next 3 months and what is changing for you. So, starting off, we are going to take a look at what is the overall theme of this change or the changes that will be happening over the next 90 days from the time that you're seeing this reading. So, you can go ahead and mark your calendar if that's something that you want to do. All right, so we've got the Bluebell Fairy, Gratitude, and the water spirit, manifesting dreams. So this feels like a very gentle energy. It feels really subtle and yet powerful, because water, it can be this small trickle, but given the fact that, like, over time, a small trickle can cause a rock to form a certain way if it's dripping in a consistent spot, it means that there is consistency, there's power through consistency. So I feel like there is this certain level of changing in your life to feel more gratitude, to feel more appreciation about the things that you have, so that you can really stay in alignment for the things that you want. There's some kind of big dream that you desire, something that you really want for yourself that does want you back. And if you get into alignment with it, if you get into the flow of that energy, then you will attract it in, you will allow it in. I love this field of bluebell, because it also looks like lavender to me. And so that it's feeling very relaxed, it's feeling very gentle. There's this soft energy. The bluebells, I mean, I used to use them as like little fairy dresses when I was young, when I would make little fairy houses. But so it to me, it's standing out as this really creative and innocent energy. Gratitude doesn't have to be, I'm thankful for the trauma that I've had, I'm thankful for the negative circumstances that I have because of this. Like, it's okay if you want to do that, but you don't have to force anything that doesn't feel good. Gratitude should be coming from this place of pureness, this place of really just feeling good about the things that you have and just appreciating what your life is because you have certain things. And if you don't have a lot of things, then that's okay. Allow yourself to zero in on one or two things, or allow, if you want to go even further, you can allow yourself to feel grateful for something that you don't have yet. You can allow yourself to manifest through, your future. All right, so moving forward, let's take a look at the steps and action you can take towards these changes. So we have a change in the wind. Okay. So this is definitely feeling like a change of pace and a change of direction, like you deciding to make a big and thorough change to go towards the things that you really want, that may be a little bit nerve wracking to manifest these things, but it's like you can't wait anymore. You can't hold yourself back anymore. You have to go after the things that you want, and the universe is definitely in support of that. So if you are feeling like you need to make a big change, whether it's about exercise, if it's about your health, if it's about money and your finances and your work, if it's about your dream career or your dream, like an acting gig or some kind of creative venture, there are obviously like limitless things depending on who you are. Whatever that big change is, the universe is saying go towards it. Go towards it without fear, because what you will find on the other side is a big manifestation, is a big realization of the things that you really wanted and have desired for a very long time. This is a dream that you held close to your heart for so long that the universe is saying now is the time. Now is the time to take the leap forward and to really go after the things that you want and just move towards them. It doesn't have to be a big leap, but the universe is suggesting that the steps that you need to take are going to be in the direction of the thing that may take a little bit of courage. All right, so now we are going to look at some advice from your spirit team. Oh, wow. Maybe you do need to take a leap. So we've got jump in. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never align all in just the right way. I don't believe that, but that's okay. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. I do believe that the stars do align, that things are cosmically, divinely planned, and so on and so forth. But I just feel like you may not feel like every single thing is in the right place for you to go after this dream. And the universe is just saying, it is right. It is right. And it's never going to feel absolutely 100% perfect. If you keep waiting for that moment, then it may never come and you may never actually go after the thing that you want. So your guides are saying, jump into it, move into it, take that leap, make sure that you are being brave for the sake of finding happiness and actually feeling connected to your life. So maybe you aren't feeling very grateful for the things that you have in your life, and that is totally okay. If you're living a life that's very inauthentic to you, then that's totally valid that you don't feel very grateful for the things that you've got going on. You need to be able to expand and challenge yourself and grow in order to feel a certain level of gratitude. So let's take a look at some tarot at this point, and before we look at the rest of your reading, just to get some insight into everything that will be changing. Okay. Ah, there is a bit of a trust game here. I do feel like you need to take the initial action towards the thing that you want. Make moves towards it. Be wise about it, but don't be afraid to be this innocent, unknowing energy that, you don't know have all the answers, but you're willing to learn. That kind of energy really will set you up for success. And know that as you make that move forward, people are going to help you along the way. There's going to be resources given to you. Things will work out if you just move in the direction. It may not come in floods and abundance of money, but it will definitely come, and you will have enough to support yourself through this journey, through the next 90 days of awakening this manifestation. Now, I do want to say, as you move forward into this, excuse me, I don't think that the universe is going to have every single thing completed for you by the end of the next 30 days, or excuse me, the next 90 days. I do think that there is going to be this kind of opening throughout the next 9 months. Oh my goodness. Throughout the next 3 months that really allows you to feel secure in this change, that really allows you to gain a specific amount of resources towards the things that you want, where you feel like, okay, this isn't crazy. I can actually go after what I want because I have what I need. Um, and so it's like really setting the stage. I do feel like this is a long process, and it's a good thing that it's long because it's building stability. It's building a lot of really good energy to work with for you to really enjoy the long term of this manifestation, this dream that you really want to go after. Use your intuition to really guide yourself through what you want to accept and what's really not going to serve you. So somebody may be offering you this, but it comes with all of these strings attached, so you really need to listen to your intuition and make clear decisions based off of how you feel and how you want to feel long term. Take action towards things in a really mindful way. And with the King of Swords being on the bottom of the deck, I feel like there's going to be some kind of routine that you do need to stick to, some kind of precise, like, uh, what is the word? Um, a formula that you want to stick to. So, does it serve me this way? Will it do this? This is how I want to feel in the long term. Will it accept this? Like all of these like stipulations, and run every decision through that. You don't have to do that every single time. I do feel like you can be a little bit more loose than that, but the King of Swords is somebody that is very rigid and does have a clear plan, and that is why he is very successful. He also has the ability to be, or the potential to be, a little bit too perfectionist. So just make sure that you have a clear understanding that you're not shorting yourself, but you're also not overcomplicating things. You're not really limiting yourself in what you can receive by making it, it's not perfect, it's not the right time, things aren't all perfect lined out. Excuse me. So just find that balance, find that really nice formula that works for you in approaching the all the moving pieces that will be happening as you move into these changes. All right. So now let's take a look at what you will be asked to let go of. And I do want to say you don't have to let go of this thing, but it may cause a bit of obstacles or resistance if you do not let go. All right, so we've got the Phoenix, resurrection, surrender to change. Okay, so when this card is upright or in the positive position, it is all about surrendering, embracing this resurrection, this change of heart, this change of life, this creation of new being. When it is in the negative, which is how I'm reading it, as something that you need to let go of, it is denying what is naturally yours. It is denying the resurrection, feeling like things are ending and that there won't be a new beginning. Being fearful of the change because you can't see what's going to be on the other side. So, there is this energy of letting go of the fear, letting go of the expectation that things aren't going to work out. Maybe you've tried something similar to this in the past and it really didn't work out. And now you're being asked to say, okay, just because it didn't work out then doesn't mean it won't work out now. Things change. I have changed as a person, I've grown as a person, and I'm ready to expand. So know that over the next 90 days, you will be presented with the opportunity to really expand in the way of trusting yourself, trusting the universe, and trusting your ability to surrender to this change and be this beautiful phoenix that is rebirthed into the desires of your life. Also, you don't have to rush it. With the water spirit being present and, this really gentle little fairy over here, I just feel like this doesn't have to be like a transformation, birth by fire. Like, even though that's literally what happens to a phoenix, they burst into flames. But it feels like this can be a little bit more subtle, a little bit more gentle. It will feel a little bit intense, especially if you've been rushing against or pushing up against this change for a long time. But it doesn't have to be this big, like, I'm changing everything about myself and who I am in the course of 2 days. Like, it can be a drawn out process that does take your comfort zone into consideration. All right, so lastly, we are going to take a look at what you will be gaining out of these changes that are happening. Ooh, so we've got the Magician, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Okay, lots of powerful energy here. Um, Taking big action towards the things that you want. The Magician is always about action, never about subtlety. And so it's just about recognizing that you are powerful. You have these really great qualities of being able to move to the beat of your own drum, your own passions, your desires, the things that you want. You are somebody that can be a little bit hot-tempered, but use that to your advantage. Use that to really fuel the fire moving forward. I love this common theme of fire. So even though it is a gentleness, the fire, it can be gentle, but it can also be very intense. It can be a roaring fire if you tend to it. And it can be something that you really continuously pour into to really fuel yourself moving forward. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles who really just takes care of things. She cleans things up. She takes inventory, keeps her side of the street clean. She nurtures the things that she wants, her desires. She takes care of her finances. She doesn't worry about resources. She has enough and she provides for other people. So know that you are able to really walk through the next 90 days in a very self-serving way without it being selfish. It's a very good time for you to focus on you and the things that you want, especially if you've lived most of your life sacrificing what you want to make other people comfortable. This next chapter, these changes are about you, excuse me, you really getting the things that you want and really enjoying those things. I feel especially, we've got this magician hat with the water and this beautiful swan inside, so it feels like what you are creating, what you're pulling out of your magic hat is something of beauty. It is something of grace and delicateness. There's a lot of growth in the next 90 days that's available to you. And you don't have to limit yourself in terms of where you have to go. Does it have to be this specific thing? Does it have to be that? It needs to be flowing. It needs to be in a state of following your process as it shows up for you. So be flexible and know that it's okay if you change your mind 5 minutes later after you've made a decision. So just let yourself be flexible, let yourself receive the things that you want as they really show up for you. Okay. So, what you are receiving, what you will gain through this transformation and through these changes is a lot of self confidence, a lot of ability to provide for yourself and nurture yourself, a lot of ability to create the things that you want, to really see the things that you want and go after them. I love this. I love this energy for you. It's all starting from your ability to take action towards the things that you want. Okay, so overall, the next 90 days, they are going to be pretty intense, um, but for such a good reason. I really believe that you are going to receive all the things that you need if you are just willing to move in the direction of these dreams and these desires. You are so worthy of having a life that you do feel grateful for, having a life that you feel excited about, and that you anticipate waking up in the morning because it's your dream. Like the things that you are living are the things that you really desired for yourself. Um, so yeah, I love this energy for you so much. So if you found this reading helpful and insightful and you like the way that I read tarot and oracle, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick a card reading. I am also on TikTok. I do live readings every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Um, Something else that I will be starting is a tarot class. I will be doing a very thorough tarot lesson for those that are interested in reading. Now, I'm not specifically I'm not I don't have a specific date yet, but it is something that I want to start putting out there for people to kind of get interested in. I will be doing that over here on YouTube. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you follow along and so that you don't miss out on any updates. It will most likely be on a Sunday mornings, but I'm not positive yet. I still need to kind of plan things out a little bit better. But yeah, if you chose this pile and you resonated with this reading, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what piles people chose. It makes me so happy. So yeah, I love you all. I wish you all of the best, and I hope that these changes deeply serve you. Blessed be. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive in to everything we can find out about the next 3 months and what's changing for you. So, starting off, we are going to take a look at what the overall theme of these changes or the change that's happening for you in the next 90 days from the time that you'd see this reading. So, you can go ahead and mark your calendar if that's something that you're interested in at the deadline for when the end of this 90 days is. All right, so we have owl spirit, wisdom, and earth spirit, stability. Okay, I love this balance of earth and air because the owl feels very airy, especially with her butterfly wings. And in this card, she's really channeling and uplifting these butterflies and looking to them for support and guidance. So I feel like there's an overall theme of you receiving more guidance and messages from your spirit team of feeling more grounded and secure in your ability to understand their messages and their guidance. And also, I feel like this is a really big learning experience for you. Like you've already been at work when it comes to understanding the next few things that are going to be happening for you. But it's almost like the next 3 months is all about you really leaning into your ability to trust yourself, trust the universe, and feel secure in your life. So if things have been really chaotic, if things have been really up and down, and like things are shifting a lot, I feel like these changes are a little bit more grounded. Like you are feeling more in control or more knowledgeable about the changes that are going to be happening. So if you're worried about these big shifts happening, they just feel totally out of control, I don't think that's something you need to worry about. I feel like you will be more in alignment with these things and able to navigate them from a place of stability and security. It's almost like the universe is giving you a lot more consistency to rely on so that you're not worried about the next stage, the next thing, the next shift. You just have to worry about and not worry, but you just have to focus on and bring your attention to what you've got going on now and their guidance to you at this time. Okay, so now let's take a look at what steps you can take, what kind of action you can take towards these changes. Oh, okay, we've got poised. I adore this energy because it's all about feeling confident. It's feeling ready, feeling self assured. So, your guides are saying you are ready to make these changes. You are ready to feel this level of consistency, stability, and wisdom in your life. You are so much more knowledgeable about this next chapter of your life than you may realize. And if you already know that, then congrats to you. Like it's a hard thing to really give yourself credit and know I am a badass and I don't have to worry about things. Being poised is feeling confident. It's feeling self assured and understanding that you've got what it takes to navigate the things that the universe are dropping down to you. I feel like these little stars are little gifts that the universe is giving to you to do with what you want, and you really get to do with them what you want because you feel confident, because you feel in control. You're not taking on anything that feels out of your comfort zone. It may be a little bit out of your comfort zone, but it doesn't feel out of your sphere of ability to create with. So the actions that you need to be taking are feeling more confident, relying on yourself a little bit more, building more trust with yourself, feeling secure in your ability to navigate things because you are gaining a lot of stability from this. And you're gaining a lot of inner wisdom as well. I feel like this is both about your spirit guides giving you messages as well as your own internal guidance system really showing up for you and supporting you in big ways. All right, so now let's take a look at some advice from your spirit team. Okay, choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. Okay, so big energy of following your own path. Everybody else might be going this way, but you need to go that way. So listen to yourself. And if you're not feeling confident, you may feel more inclined to go with the flow of everybody else. But the universe is saying if you really listen to yourself, if you really feel confident in your ability to provide for you, then you will make the right choice for your own life and the long term. It's not necessarily that that one would be the wrong choice. It just wouldn't satisfy you. It just wouldn't bring you towards the things, excuse me, the things that you really want to see for yourself in your life. So give yourself the gift of trust. Give yourself that gift of feeling poised, of feeling like you can really rely upon the things that you want for you. Okay. So I'm going to take a look at some tarot before we continue the rest of your reading. Let's take a look at what these changes really entail for you. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So these changes are going to be very emotional for you, and not in the way of like scary emotional, but you are heading towards a time in your life where things are going to be so much more peaceful, so much more grounded, and really aligned with the things that you want. So it can be a pretty emotional journey to honor yourself in that big of a way to go after the things that you want. So know that as you move forward, it's very important that you do process your emotions so that you don't end up staying stuck in this waiting period where you're just kind of feeling things out. You're not sure where to act. You're not sure how to act. You may end up missing out on what the universe is kind of presenting to you. So we've got the Ace of Cups, and over here, again, it's this Ace of Cups moment where you've already got some things lined out, but if you don't process these thoroughly, you'll spend all of your time focusing on what you've got going on currently and totally miss out on what it is the universe is providing for you. So again, there's this message of wisdom, this owl spirit that's coming to you to let you know that your guides are sending very clear messages. Your guides are communicating to you very thoroughly and presenting you with big opportunities. And they may be showing up in conspicuous ways. They may be showing up in strange ways. So just keep your horizons high. Like keep your eyes open. Allow yourself to view your life from a very zoomed out perspective so that you're processing your emotions fully and you're recognizing what all the universe is sending you. I don't feel like there needs to be any stress of like, oh my God, what if I miss out? It's as long as you're processing what you've got going on, you're not going to miss out on it. As long as you are giving yourself the ability to really feel your emotions, there's nothing you need to worry about. So we've got the Queen of Swords here, and she is definitely somebody that's gone through big transformation in her life. She is somebody that is a little bit stubborn, but for good reason. She knows what she wants and she knows how to get it. She makes very clear decisions, and that paired with the Chariot really tells me that as soon as you make this choice, as soon as you go in the direction of your desire, it's gonna fly. Like, you are gonna fly through the next, like, manifestation, 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 and it's going to provide you with this level of confidence where you're like, "I don't have to sit and wonder, 'Am I doing these things right?' I don't have to sit and wonder, 'Am I creating enough stability? Am I creating enough, wisdom? Am I listening to this? Am I listening to that?'" There is this certain level of just trusting that things are working out as they should. And yes, obviously, you should be mindful and slow down at periods of your life, but this feels quick. This feels very energetic and charged, very flow. And so allow yourself to tap into that without restraint. If you've been very held back, very reserved, and things are moving slow, know that there is going to be a lot of fast-paced energy as soon as you tap into this grander awareness. And it's good because it's built off of stability. You're not rushing through things and just like running, 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 and not really like throwing things out and just seeing what sticks. It's more so you've set the stage, you've laid the groundwork, and now you really get to fly and achieve the things that you want. There's a certain level of mystery here with the Sphinx, but it's serving a purpose of not being able to see the full picture and having a certain level of excitement, of thrill in your life. So just allow yourself to achieve the things that you want and not have all the answers in the process. Just allow yourself to flow. All right. So moving forward, this is going to be about what you will be asked to let go of in the midst of all these changes. Now, have said in every reading, you don't have to let this go, but it may provide as a bit of an obstacle if you have resistance towards it. So let's take a look at what it is. The Lady of the Mirror, reflection and non-judgment. Okay. So, and we've got 4-4 there for anybody that needs that spirit message. So I feel, and I'm feeling really drawn to this box here. this glowing box, I feel like there's some kind of gift, and again, she's looking the other way. There's some kind of gift the universe is giving to you, and if you're over here making judgments about yourself, if you're reflecting on things and saying, "Well, I'm this way, I'm that way, I'm not capable of this, I have this going on, this person doesn't view me as this way," and just coming up with all of these judgments and excuses for the things that you really want in your life, then you're totally missing out on what the universe is giving to you. And so this card in the positive position is very beautiful. It is this ability to, reflect and see those criticisms, but not judge them, not hold them to this overall power that rules your decisions. In the negative, which is how I'm reading it because it's something that you need to let go of, this is judgmental. It's insecure. It's feeling like if I reflect, I'm not going to like what I see and I'm going to be afraid. And so I don't even want to look. I don't even want to process my emotions because what if I stay there forever? And so there's this fear-based energy that comes with the Lady of the Mirror. So just allow yourself to do this in increments because if you do, go way, way outside of your comfort zone and look at every little detail of all of the negative emotions you feel about yourself or your life, then it does have the potential to keep you a little bit stuck. You can get stuck in focusing too deeply on the things that you're processing. But if you just look, if you're gentle about it, if you do it as you can, when you can, then there is this really, really nice balance of feeling in control of the reflection, of, having that ability to lose control a little bit and then come back in and find that stability and find the wisdom that you gained from losing control. So just allow yourself to really reflect on the things that you need to, but don't overwhelm yourself. It's okay. You don't have to. And also, you don't have to get the things that you don't have to reflect so much and have every single thing ironed out in order to get the things that you want. You can be in progress and healing even if you um, want to go after the things that you want. Like, you don't have to have everything figured out. So, what you are letting go of is all about you not judging yourself. You're letting go of this fear-based thinking, and you're letting go of the fear of being stuck for too long if you do open that can of worms. All right, so leaving your reading on a very positive note, we are going to take a look at what you will be gaining throughout these changes. Wow, we've got the 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So this feels very busy. It does seem like once again, like there's this energy of fast pacedness. There's once you get going, you're really going to be going. The 2 of Pentacles is somebody that is juggling a lot. She's got a lot going on, and but she does it so well. She has everything that she needs to really achieve this fine balance that between your work life, your play life, your emotional relationships, your professional relationships. There's this really nice balance and flow, and of course it may take some time to get into that flow, but you are definitely going to be gaining the ability to do that. With the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups present, normally with the 10 of Wands, I would say, you need to slow down and reevaluate. But I do feel like there's this certain level of it's almost like you're going out, you're picking all of these beautiful flowers, getting the things that you desire in your life, and bringing them back to put in your own garden, like your own sphere of emotional awareness. So I feel like you're meant to kind of go out and find every little thing that you really want to achieve the things that you really want, and bring back what makes sense for you. She's not picking up every flower. She's being very precise about the flowers that she's picking. The only thing is that you may need to take trips. Again, you don't have to do it all in one sitting. You don't have to go out and achieve every single dream that you've ever had. It's okay to take your time and be very mindful about what desires you are picking and choosing for yourself. But with the 10 of cups here, I absolutely love this for you. You are gaining a beautiful, and especially with the Ace of Cups over here, you are gaining this beautiful emotional satisfaction and emotional, um, you know, like just the most beautiful energy. I feel like there is such a soft bed of feathers that you will be landing on as a result of being able to trust yourself and make this choice and just make that decision to go after the things you want. There's this really nice, collective, supportive, co creative energy that comes with the 10 of Cups. So know that you are being supported by the people around you. As you choose you, people are going to be like, oh my God, I'm so proud of them. I wish that I was that brave. And then you may inspire other people to really go in the same direction or to follow their own secret third option. So there's just a lot of beauty, and I do love that, you're holding and you're deeply infatuated with this person, and you're watching this rainbow here and just really feeling aligned with the energy of that rainbow, of feeling connected to all of the colors and all of the energy, the goodness, the treasure at the end of the rainbow. It just feels like you are gently floating here, feeling satisfied, reminiscing, feeling collected, feeling secure, feeling balanced. And of course, you've got a lot going on, but it's worth it because you have so much more emotional stability than you would have if you were, excuse me, if you were to have chosen the path that everybody else was going on. You may end up alone if you had chosen that path. You may not have the things that you really, really, truly want. So, over the next 3 months, your changes are going to be about you choosing a life that is more authentic to you, feeling deeply confident, allowing yourself to have this really beautiful moment of self reflection, but not beating yourself up in the process of that. And of course, that'll take practice. So if you do judge yourself, it's not the end of the world. It's totally okay. But you are setting up a lot of stability for yourself to really land in this position where you are tackling a lot. The Chariot is such a good card to receive in terms of where you're going because um, he's all about achieving. He's all about conquering the things that have really stood in his way. So know that your guides are there. They're speaking to you. You have a lot of inner wisdom. They have a lot of wisdom to share with you. And if you just open yourself up to this stability, you will absolutely find all of this wonderful goodness. So, yeah, if you found this reading helpful and insightful and you like the way that I read tarot and oracle, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I post a weekly pick a card reading over here. I'm also on TikTok, excuse me, and I do live readings every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Something else that I am working on, I'm going to be starting some tarot lessons. So if you are interested in that, stay tuned because I will be posting updates and letting you guys know where I'm at with that. It will most likely start next month, but I'm not positive. It'll probably be on a Sunday morning or something like that during a live. I will be doing that over here. So, yeah, I'll be able to post the video, upload it so that everybody can see and join in on the class after the fact if you're not able to join during my live. But I wish you all the best during the next 3 months. These changes look absolutely beautiful for you. You're getting the things that you want as long as you follow your intuition and you follow the path that feels right for you. You are so worthy of this. Blessed be.